Hey everybody, welcome to Whispers in Ink. And for today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this template and how we're going to take even this card up one more notch. Here's our basic stamp ink and paper. Here we added a couple of things, including cutting up our sentiment and our ribbon, and oh my goodness, I forgot to put the embellishments on there. We'll do that for the next one. But I'm going to show you how I made the template and how we're going to create this using the blending brushes. Our Enjoy the Moment stamp set. And then we're going to be using our new Pale Papaya, Returning Just Jade, and our Evening Evergreen, which is new as well. Those are going to be our three inks. And then the last thing, we need this Basic Borders die set, you guys. And we're going to be using what I am dubbing as the Cloud Maker. Here's our template. I used a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white. And I did the die on both sides. And I'll explain to you why I did both sides in just a sec. I love these dies, you guys, because you get that stitch shape on both, on both sides. Yes, you can see it on both sides. Oh, I'm super excited. All right, let's get started. I have a piece of basic white cardstock here, and we're going to go between the Pale Papaya and the Just Jade. Plus, I'm going to bring in my grungy scrap piece. And we're going to put Pale Papaya first. I always work light to dark. So we bring in our Pale Papaya, and I'm going to work this as far down as possible. You might get some ink on your fingertips, but remember, start off page and then just keep doing it. If you feel more comfortable, you can tape this to your scratch piece here, or you can be brave like me. Be brave. Get some more ink. Look at how pretty that papaya is. I'm loving it. And we're going to keep blending this in. I really want that edge to be kind of dark. And I love how it ends up. Look at that. So pretty. Then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, because this time, so for this one, I did two-tone color, but I'm going to share with you what we're going to do. For this one, I want that ripped look. I want that to be all papaya, because, and you'll see what we're going to do here in just 1 second. Whoops. I'm not holding where I need to hold it. There we go. Right about there. Start off page, pull in our papaya, darken that up a little bit, just like that. So here's the look that I want on this part. Here's where things are going to get interesting, because I want this papaya edge on here. There we go. I want to have just a faint edging of this papaya on this, because what we're going to do is now we're going to switch to the Just Jade. And watch how this changes, you guys, so that you can see how kind of peachy orangey that this is. We're going to bring in the Just Jade concept. I want just the edges. And I want them dark. I want to build it up. And you can still see that little bit of papaya in there, and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then I'm going to bring in my papaya because I want to bring in just a little bit more in here. All right, so here's our edging. We're going to close up these inks because we're bringing in our trimmer. I'm going to take these about 1.25 inches, give or take a little bit. And I'm talking 1.25 inches from, pick a spot. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And trim. Scratch piece. No worries, we'll use it for something. And then here's where I want to have some fun. This is going to be, because this is a little bit lighter, we're going to use this as our top. And because this one's a little bit darker, we're going to use this as our bottom. And we're going to do dimensionals and all of the fun stuff. But we're still going to stamp in here. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring in our Pale Papaya. And you guys, I don't know what you call these, but where I'm at in the Midwest, we call these helicopters. These are the little seeds that you get from your maple trees. Oh, so fun. Love it. And we're going to stamp that in the Pale Papaya. Just like that. And I think we're going to add a couple more. We'll have one there. And we'll do one there. Just like that. And then, just like we did on the concept cards, we're going to use our Evening Evergreen for our seeds. And then scratch piece here so I don't get green. I already got green everywhere. There we go. So just adding a couple more stamps than the last ones. Here's where let's stamp our sentiment again too. So I'm going to bring in our Evening Evergreen still, and our good things are worth waiting for. And we're going to stamp that on Whisper White, basic white. All right, just like that. I'm also going to be using the Pale Papaya ribbon again, and I'm going to be using the new in color jewels as well. So here's how we're going to put it together. These we're going to put dimensionals on. And I want to make sure that this edge is lifted really well, you guys. So I'm probably going a little more with the dimensionals than I normally would. And don't forget, you can use all these edges too. Grab my scissors here. Because what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put it down on the two down at the bottom here. And then we'll put dimensionals like that. And this is the darker one. Nope, this is the darker one. So this is going to be our bottom. And I'm going to warn you, you're going to need to trim these pieces because they're a little bit long. Because I want it to line up just right. Take our scissors. I wanted to make sure what I wanted to do, you guys. Take our scissors, just like that. Trim off that edge. And we're going to do the same thing for the top. I like the one color aspect inside this time. I think it took away from these other parts. All right, so this one I'm going to work on the edge over here. Whoop. Just like that. And we're going to trim this side. So there's our edge. I don't know, which way do we like it better? I think we need to go this way. We're going to bring in our Pale Papaya sheer ribbon, the new in color ribbon. Love it. You guys, it's so pretty. Keep your fingers crossed I can get this bow as pretty as the other one. Reverse tweezers. Hold that knot closed so you can do two hands to do your pretty bow. Wrap it around and pull it through. And I think you guys, everybody asks me about, Jennifer, how can you do such pretty bows? All right, here's the tip I have for you. Don't tighten your bow until you get it where you want it. And I think, honestly, really think that that is the secret. So manipulate the bow, and that's one of the reasons why I love the reverse tweezers, because I'm still working this bow, you guys. Still working it the way that I want. And then I get it really close to where I want it, and then I tighten it up. And then we bring in our ribbon scissors that were here just a minute ago. Keep your fingers crossed. There we go. And here is, and then you can pinch this to move the ribbon exactly where you want it. And I want it about right there. Last thing, if you still can't get the bow where you want it, when all else fails, grab a glue dot. We're going to trim this. Yeah, it would help if it was straight. Oh, I went the other way this time. There we go. There we go. And then I have a piece of Pale Papaya cardstock. I'm going to layer with this. I'm going to flag this end. And then I got to figure out how long I want it to be. Up through the middle, and then from each side. And we're going to grab a couple of dimensionals on here. We'll put them on the back of this, just like that. And we'll place this where we want it. Like that. And then I'm going to trim my edge to make my other flagged end. And that was just a piece of scrap. That's all that this Pale Papaya was. I love scrap, you guys. Particularly for this little type of stuff. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Love it. All right, we went a little over too far with that bow, so we're going to pinch this up. And we're going to manipulate it a little bit back so that we can put our sentiment right in here. And I think I'm just going to use glue dots for that. And we'll do straight glue dots on here. And I am staggering them side to side. So I did 3, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Just like that. Add our glue on the back side of this. So that we get that little skinny reveal on our Just Jade layer. And I love the glue because we can get it exactly where we want it. Oh my goodness, love it. And then we have our card base, and I forgot to score it. So I'm gonna, it's a 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm scoring it at 4 1/4. And then we're gonna fold that with our bone folder. And then we're gonna put that on there like that. All right. There's a little bit more of a reveal on this. Just like that. Now, don't forget to stamp the inside. Good things are worth waiting for. And I think I'm doing just a little hint of shading on there. Need a little bit more ink. Bring in my scrap. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then our word that we're going to put on the inside, we're going to do the friendship one. Friendship is found in simple things. And our sentiment is going to be the same from the front. It's going to be in that evening evergreen. And we're going to bring in our little helicopter in the Pale Papaya. Just like that. Okay. So let me get these out of the way. Here are taking your card, simple, quick, okay, and then using your templates to actually create this last card. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am loving these cards. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you as always for joining me, and have a great day getting crafty. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.